Hi everyone and welcome to the Tiny Melting Potcast. This is our first episode. How is everyone doing on this fine evening?
I'm doing amazing. How about you guys?
Great.
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah.
I'm very excited for today. This is going to be very fun and fresh and amazing. And
All right, that much.
It's gonna be perfect. The best podcast.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Adding it up.
Yeah.
No.
So, I just wanted to introduce a bit our podcast. We don't have a very high budget, you know? So, if I'm the only one having, like, headphones...
No, you're not.
Oh, yeah. We have technical crew behind the scene. We have Mathilde behind that's going to fact check our speeches or text or stories. We have a very fine Alex sitting just in front of us doing technical work. My name is Sophie. I'm one of the hosts.
I'm Melody. I'm another host, I guess.
And I guess I'm the third one. I'm Zach. I'm the best one.
Yeah, fine. We might switch up the host once in a while.
Once in a while.
We have other hosts, but for now, this is gonna be us. So
You're so lucky.
Yeah, they are.
so lucky. So how this podcast works is that every month we have a certain theme, and this month we chose paranormal stuff.
Yeah.
So in this first episode, we thought maybe introducing ourselves with one of the first stories that really like intrigued us or got us into this weird stuff. So, should I start with my story?
Yeah, let's go. We're ready to hear it. So.
Okay. So this story is one of the first paranormal stories that really got me confused, intrigued. It's from a Twitter, no, it's not Twitter, it was Reddit, a Reddit user, Search and Rescue Woods. So this is her source, their source.
The source. This is the
Oh,
source, yeah.
Okay, so their friend shared with this particular story with this user because they're all search and rescue, and this story is weird because it's about stairs. So
fun. You can go up and down.
Oh,
What?
Okay. Actually, search and rescue have been like walking the woods and coming up on these random stairs in the woods that just out of the like
Out of the blue.
yeah,
Out of nowhere.
out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It doesn't. They don't
there.
belong there. So they're not on a construction site, or they haven't been like they're just there. There's no maybe sometimes you could have ruins or something like that, but it's not ruins either. It's really just stairs.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So very weird. So this story is about finding a young boy. So this search and rescue was like trying to find a young boy, and the search was going very well. They had a team of dogs. The dogs were on the lead. They were going very fast.
Oh wow! We have the Pro too. All right.
Yeah. Dogs go fast.
They do go fast. They had a strong smell, okay? And they're going to find a boy. The search and rescue knew they were going to find this boy.
Damn. All right.
And this is a story about a rookie. So this rookie didn't really know the stories about the stairs. So when he parted ways with the other search and rescue, he fell upon these fucking stairs out of the blue. And he was like, maybe I'll get a better view from up the stairs. So,
Oh no, dumbass. Sorry.
so he's like, I'll walk up the stairs. So he walks
Oh.
near the stairs, and like everything around him is just
Wait, that's the boy you're talking about, right?
the rookie search and rescue.
Okay, sorry. I
Yeah,
got
so, like,
confused for a second. All right.
The new guy that doesn't know shit.
Yeah, the new guy that doesn't know shit.
All right,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm gonna
exactly.
get the high ground. I'm gonna see everything. Nah, man. Get a new guy.
Yeah.
Shut up.
All right.
So he gets near, and once he's like down the stairs, like it's kind of weird because it's like the nature around him just kind of stopped. There's no birds singing, there's no animals, there's no leaves crunching, there's no like nothing around him.
Like time has stopped a little bit.
Yeah, a bit like time has stopped. So he walks up the stairs one by one, and he gets like this icky feeling inside him. Like he's like, maybe I shouldn't be here. maybe I shouldn't be here.
It's a bit late, man.
And then he continues going up the stairs, and he finally reaches the top, and he's up there for a long time, but he doesn't seem to notice. This is something that he'll like find out later on.
Okay, yeah.
He walks down the stairs and didn't find anything because he was very scared. That's why he walked down the stairs and just left like straight back to camp. Okay.
Yeah. Good.
He was like weirded out. He was like, "Nah, right. I'm dipping.
Not keeping. Not staying here." Okay,
Hi,
all right.
I'm a head out.
Yeah, exactly. So he's at the campsite where like everybody meets up and everything. And his like supervisor comes up to him with like everyone's back at the camp, and the supervisors come up to him and says like, "So you went up the stairs?"
Dang, he knew.
And like the rookie's like, how do you know I was alone? You know,
like you saw me, bro. How?
Yeah, not a good sign.
Yeah.
And so the rookie asks like, how do you know? And the supervisor says, well, we didn't find a boy. We didn't find a boy.
Yeah.
Like the dogs lost the scent
The one they
immediately.
were looking for,
They had a strong smell, and then
Bang.
out of the blue, the dogs just stopped, and they didn't know where to go. And it was approximately at the same time as the rookie went up the stairs.
Yeah.
And as I said, the time kind of stops with these stairs. I have another story. Mathilde brought it to me, and
so nice of you. Thank you.
Nice, thank you.
Entertainment.
And it's the story of a young girl that was walking with a friend and again fell upon these stairs, and went up the stairs and was there for like 2 hours. Didn't even know. She was frozen there, paralyzed. She didn't even notice she was
like
there.
paralyzed, or just like, oh yes,
well, she
sun
was,
and clouds.
She thought she was there for like 2 seconds.
Okay, yeah.
Like 10 minutes.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, not a long time.
Okay, yeah.
Just enough to like feel like she didn't have to move or do anything, you know.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
And then she had to be woken up by her mom and her friend that screamed at her to come down. Dang. Because she had been there for 2 hours. So these stairs have like this weird vibe surrounding it.
Yeah, that's
fun.
Weird.
And these stairs are actually very different. They can be like very new,
like new, like they were just made.
Yeah. But maybe they've been there for like 50 years. We don't know. Or they can be old. They can be stone, wood. All kinds of stairs.
Yeah, like
honestly.
Super dangerous. Some of them, like we saw some pictures when we were researching it.
Yeah, it was. Like,
and some of them are like kind of creepy. Like in the sense, like if you step on it, you would feel like you would like fall through them, but you don't. They're like super strong. It's like super weird.
I also heard a lot of stories about people dying on these stairs. Maybe I'll touch on that subject later on, but. If you want to hear about it, Reddit is an excellent source for these stories. A lot of people have experienced these. Yeah. So that's my story. That got me into it. So
we talked a little bit about stairs too, like when you were researching it, and you said, I think one day, like some people say it's like a way to the spirit world, I think, or something like that. We didn't talk about that, so that's why I'm bringing it up. You know?
So people think that maybe it's a way to hell or to like heaven or anyway. So it's like a pathway to to like the paranormal world. So maybe around it they might find something weird, and that's why sometimes they feel like time stops because it's like a pathway and. A glitch in the
glitch in the matrix.
They forgot a staircase in our world, you know, like I don't know.
And
continue.
So sometimes search and rescue also they find it upon like 50 yards going in the woods. So if you go
Yeah.
50 yards in the wood, yeah, you might stumble upon these.
And if some people say that if like you go there and when you try to come back, sometimes they're not there anymore. Like
The
the stairs
stairs
disappear.
disappear.
Yeah. Ooh, that was
Okay.
good timing. Good timing.
Oh wow, amazing.
Like their stairs disappear, so it's kind of weird. Like who would put
Yeah.
them and go like leave with them? Like a truck doesn't go in there, you know.
And that's
Yeah.
the weird part, because when these stairs just happen to be there, so it's really out of place. So when they disappear, you're like, something weird. There's just there can't be a truck that just took them.
It
And
makes so
Yeah.
much sense because some of them are really big. Like some staircase you could leave with them. Like it's not like three steps. It's like 5, 10 or 12 or
My
more,
God.
and sometimes
Yeah.
they're round and
Spiral.
metal, and
they
like
do like this.
you
or
can
like
just
this.
like take them and leave and put them in your your
Yeah.
trunk. Like you can't move them really.
Yeah.
They're
And-
there to stay, you know.
Yeah, some are made of like hard materials. Like I'm not talking wood. I'm talking like
Metal. We saw the one that was round with like, and the bar was metal, like golden metal.
Oh yeah, like
It was
the old
intact. How
staircase, yeah.
gold doesn't stay intact? Like it
Yeah.
has to be good gold. So I don't know who would like
Build a stairs.
built
yeah.
it to just leave it in the woods, you know.
yeah, that's weird.
Alright.
I don't know what's scarier, the fact that you can lose time on them, or the one who finds you. Imagine you just walk in the wood and your friend's just frozen there on top of some
But
stairs.
that could be
No.
dangerous because you know, like
No.
maybe you step on them and they're
And
as strong as you think,
there's-
and after an hour they just bang and
I think I
and you
forgot.
die.
I think I forgot to mention, but these stairs don't lead anywhere. So
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's
so
no
at-
point. Yeah.
on the top, it's kind of high, so you can step down and just fall. Like
My
Uh,
God.
Yeah.
sometimes it's dangerous. Sometimes it's just weird. Sometimes you feel like ew. But
Yeah. And some people say like they become a little bit deaf when they go in there. Like you don't
Yeah,
hear
no.
anything. A little bit like I say, like you go high, you know, when you're
Yeah, I
driving
know,
and you
yeah.
go high and then
Oh,
everything
you're-
feels weird.
yeah,
It's
Like
all
in the
buzzing,
plane,
yeah.
it's buzzing and it feels like I don't know how to say it. Like
yeah,
it feels weird. Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
So
you're
like
in
I
a
said-
box or
yeah, there's
something.
nothing.
No.
You feel nothing. It's just
sounds.
some people say it's a little bit like being dead. Actually, You're,
Oh.
you're just like not dead because when you're dead,
Yeah.
I don't know what happens after death, but some people say nothing happens. So could be like that. Anyways, are we done
Let's
the
move
stairs?
on.
I
What's
think we
your story,
Yeah.
Melody?
Another story.
What
Alright.
are you talking about today?
I'm gonna talk about the good old legend of Bloody Mary. I think everybody knows Bloody Mary. I think we all tried it once
Yeah.
in our life. I never did because I was such a believer in ghosts. So you know, so I'm gonna start with like what nowadays, and I'm gonna go like back a little bit. So nowadays, the legend basically is Bloody Marys. Basically, well, you say you use candles, couple candles. We don't really care about the number. At midnight, you use candles. You say Bloody Mary 3 times in the mirror. And then she's gonna appear with a bloody face, all creepy, and then she's gonna get out and like rip your eyes out or
Oh.
kill you, or there's a lot of random
Yeah.
things. It's really nasty. She's gonna spill your blood basically. Yeah, that's really fun, you know, nice little adventure. But a lot of people like that because it's a good old legend. But this legend wasn't actually a bad one, because when it first started, it was actually you know, back in the time there wasn't electricity, so you had to like walk down with your candle, and when you used to walk around, like you would see a mirror, and when you would look at yourself, you would see a man behind you, because it was more for the woman. Basically, it was you would see your future husband, so the person you were gonna marry, and if you saw a skull, well, it was death, and it meant you were never gonna marry. You would die before that. But at the same time, back in the days, you would die, like, you would marry at what, 15, 16, maybe less. So, you know,
Yeah.
it's a little weird, but that was the legend. Also, the name Bloody Mary came from the first England pregnant queen, Mary, and people that think say that she was very violent, and she wasn't like super fun. I don't know much about that, so I'm not gonna elaborate on her because you know. There's another version also that says that Bloody Mary was a woman who lost her kid. She had a miscarriage, and she took it so bad that she killed herself. Sorry, we're gonna put a trigger warning, I think, about that. But she killed herself, and basically a lot of people say that mirror like another portal in between like the death and the human. So like in between worlds, so that's why like you have to be careful with mirrors and demons.
Don't break them. 7
Yeah,
years
a
of
lot
bad
like
luck.
witchy stuff like that. You have to be so careful with mirrors, and basically, yeah.
I heard that this story was why she was like killing children is because her child died.
Her child died, so others
that's why
couldn't
she
live.
was other could.
Yeah.
Others say that it's like just a woman who like went crazy and decided she wanted to kill people. Some like I saw so many versions because back in the days I liked this thing a lot.
Well, we heard a lot. This was one of the first
this is like
stories
one that's like on
me
Google.
It made me scared like to fall asleep.
I was like 10 and Zach here wanted to actually do it, and I was so mad at him. Like I was like, "You're gonna die, bro! Don't do that!" Like I said, I was such a believer for that stuff. Like I grew up and like spirits are all around you and like they protect you and all of that, and. So yeah, when he told me like, yeah, I want to do that, I'm gonna wear a glove if she comes, I'm gonna hit her. Like, bro, no, you're not.
You guys were 10.
Yeah, we were super young.
Yeah,
You're like
so
10,
young.
11, but
so
Yeah, I would still do it. Man.
Yeah.
I'm not scared of no ghosts, but
no.
I mean,
And nowadays, I don't think that
Yeah.
it's really real. Like, I think you need more than just, looking in the mirror. I also saw that you have to say it 13 times instead of 3.
Alright.
But nowadays it's 3. But when I looked at it, it said 13. It was like, who says
Yeah,
that 13
it's a lot.
times? It's
Who
so
says
much,
that?
I would love
Like
that.
1,
No,
2,
no, no,
3,
no, no.
you know?
But like, who sits in front of their mirrors, look at themselves, and like, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary.
Yeah, 13
Bloody
times. That's so
Bloody
much.
Mary. Like,
I mean,
You're gonna get us haunted. Calm yourself, Sophie. No, I'm kidding, but
we don't have mirrors.
yeah, but mirrors are like kind of like a big things with supernatural things, but no, yeah, with that story was really what got me into like it was the first thing after it was like Ouija, and then I got a little crazy, but but
At my school, we had a story where she was like in one of the it was my elementary school. We had like this these windows that overlooked the playground, and some people were like, oh, she's looking at us from the
damn, that's so
and like the kids back at my school were crazy for this, and I think they wanted to scare the little kids. So
yeah, they did that a lot.
anyways, I know that there was more than one Bloody Mary at my school.
But there's
because
a lot of version of Bloody Mary. There's
I
like a
had white
Japanese
Mary.
one. It's like in the third. Like I researched that, but
I had white Mary. I had
had-
red
yeah.
Mary. I had green Mary. Like
green. Dang. When she wearing a little green dress, a zombie. Like no, there's I was told that if you say also there's other name for Bloody Mary, like Hail Mary, or I think I saw another one, but I don't remember. Oops. But apparently, if you say Hail Mary 7 times in front of a mirror in a dark room, you would see Satan's image in the mirror, and I'm sorry, I can't read that word. Embellished.
the story was embellished
Okay,
further by the teller.
Okay, like people like.
Embellished
But
it.
it's
made it
legend,
better.
so talk to talk, and they made it better.
What's true?
And basically, if you say 3 times Hail Mary, the mirror turned red, and after that, all 5 like, oh damn, and that after 5 unclear faces appeared. I did not know that.
Right.
Thank you, Mathilde.
Yeah.
She's keeping us. Like Mathilde is keeping us updated. Like she's researching while we like
As
look.
we go
So that's why
along.
sometimes we look a little confused, and we both have ADHD. I think you might too.
Yeah, no, I'm just
No?
weird.
So we both have ADHD, so we can't focus on 2 things at the same time. So we might look super confused sometimes.
Also-
So we're sorry about that.
Also, Alex just told me red, white, and green Christmas Mary.
Oh my
That's
God.
kind of funny though. That's a good Christmas joke. Kind of bad because we have awful humor, but funny though.
I heard that Bloody Mary was a vampire once. Like,
Yeah,
had
but
red
like
eyes.
they come out from somewhere, and like almost every woman villain comes from like Lilith, because she was the first
Oh,
vampire and the
yeah.
first woman and first Satan and like whatever. She's the first. She made the first demons. Like there's so much version of Lilith. I love Lilith though. She's kind of a queen, but you know.
yeah, she's
Yeah.
a
But like
I know from her
Bloody
some-
Mary is everything and nothing. Like Bloody Mary is also similar to like all the folklore looks a little bit alike. Like the
Yeah.
version of Japanese in the third bathroom in the first
Oh,
the first stall in the
yes.
first bathroom
Or like
in
the ring girl.
in the third the third
the third stall on the second floor.
and then the third floor. It's a third.
It's
It's
third,
53.
yeah.
Yeah.
33
And
stall.
basically you enter and she's gonna knock and she's gonna say red or blue. If you say blue, she's gonna choke you, so you turn blue. And if you say red, she's gonna like kill you, so there's gonna be blood everywhere. And if you like try to leave, she's gonna like. It's so weird, but
There's no going
they're
out.
so similar, you know. Like
Yeah,
all of
but-
them is about someone who kills you, basically.
Or the ring girl. I feel
Yeah,
like
the ring,
ring is kind of familiar to Bloody
Oh,
Mary.
Yeah,
you
the
know,
movies,
yeah,
yeah.
kind of a little bit, yeah.
You
like,
watch
I feel-
the tape
I
and you
feel
have
like-
7
yeah.
days.
Yeah,
I feel like
exactly.
physically they would look the same.
Oh,
or is
I
it just
just-
me,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
white
for
ring,
me,
and she's
yeah.
just like, you
I mean-
know?
Long black hair with
Yeah.
a white gown.
And you can't see her face, but
Yeah.
suddenly her eyes are there, and then she's
And
like,
she has
"Rah!"
red eyes, and she's like,
Yeah.
I mean, when
We
I was
say "rawr"
young,
so much for like the listening podcast. Are gonna be so
I'm
bad.
sorry, guys. We are roaring
We're-
like
we're
dragons.
bad. Okay.
Sorry, you were saying.
Yeah, when I was young, I actually thought that Bloody Mary was Carrie from the movies.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
that would make
God.
sense.
Because it's a bloody girl in white that
Yeah.
comes out of nowhere that has
Oh.
weird power. I was sure it was the same girl.
Carrie
Yeah.
that like has a blood.
But it
bath.
makes a little bit sense.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
in the original movie, she just have the blood, but in the new one, the 2013 one, they actually call her Bloody Mary on YouTube.
Oh
You know,
my God.
Yeah, there's
No,
a
yeah.
scene where
But
she
it's-
have her
yeah.
first menstruation and
yeah,
go through
I-
temple on her. And when she
That's
upload it
so
to
sad.
YouTube, it's actually called Bloody Mary.
Bloody Mary. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, it's such a good tale because you can almost turn it so everything can happen for you. Like
Yeah.
it can fit everything you want it to fit.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say something, but I completely forgot.
Oh, sorry.
Did you want to say that?
No, not. But there's something about Bloody Mary. Oh, what is it? Oh, there's also a tale that if you want to beat her, like if she comes, like because there's a couple versions. There's one where you
Okay.
stare. There's one when you say Bloody Mary, you turn around, and when you turn back, she's gonna be there.
Yeah.
But when you turn, and that's when she attacks you. But there's also one where if you smash the mirror in time, she won't attack you because it's smashed, so she can get out. You know.
Okay, but
Yo, I was
why?
going in the right direction, man.
Yeah,
with my
yeah, no,
glove
but
and all.
like it's like
Smash the
there's
mirror,
an
it's
episode of Supernatural where they do
Yeah.
that. Like there's. Spoiler
But
alert,
why
I guess.
call
But,
Bloody
like-
Mary in the first
Yeah,
place?
Yeah, right.
There's
But
always some
you're
dumb
like, damn,
kid
she's
to
there.
do
So
it.
you're like, bam.
Okay.
But there was an episode of Supernatural where like spirits were moving around in mirrors, and they had to
yeah.
follow them, and because it was like I don't remember, but they were moving around like that, so they just kept smashing mirrors to like banish them, but it didn't work because you know
Yeah, it would
it's
be
a
so
show.
easy,
But
yeah.
like it made me think of that. That's why I
Yeah.
talked about mirror. Also, Mathilde is telling us that there was a little film on
Student
Bloody
film.
Mary in our high school. Like I remember it, but this
Yeah.
time I don't. Like I remember one scene, but I don't remember the rest.
We should show it for the
Yeah, we
YouTube
could.
viewers. So if
Yeah.
you are following us on Spotify, you can also go on our
Yeah, if you're more
YouTube.
visual.
Yeah.
Just type in Tiny Melting Podcast. It should show up.
Yeah,
So-
and it's podcast, not podcast.
Yeah.
I know it's a little different, but it's still not the same. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, we're so clever.
Clever.
You know? I think we would be ready for Zach's story. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright. So, yeah, let's go with showtime. Okay. So, mine is not like a. It's kind of a ghost story, but most people know them as like creatures. So, did you ever heard of the Wendigo?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
Canadian. It's like a
Yeah,
Canadian
it's a
Canadian
folklore,
thing.
you know?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a native nation Canadian legend thing.
The native, yeah.
Yeah,
It's a native, yeah. Native American folklore.
Yeah, that's it. So, the funny thing about that is I heard there's 3 versions of it.
Yeah, alright. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
There's the basic one that almost everybody know, where it's like a big creature with antlers kind of thing.
Yeah.
and it eat flesh. Yeah, like
Horns?
like deer antlers.
Oh.
Yeah, like
how do we
antlers.
call that?
It's antlers.
Antlers?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought that was only for bugs. Anyways.
Oh, anyway,
All right. So antlers.
yeah. So
Okay.
basically, the big of it is they have antlers, they eat things. That's it.
They eat things.
Yeah, but they're uglier
Yeah,
than that.
everything.
Like
Yeah,
they have like.
but there's
It,
What kind of
it looks. I
yeah,
think it looks. Yeah.
no, like everything they find.
I think
basically.
it looks a little
Yeah.
bit like
Damn. It's kind
a horse that is up, but like with a lot of fur. Like you know, like
Yeah,
if you
there's
could stay
many
like a little bit
versions.
like a what's it called, chèvre?
Lamb.
No, but a little bit like a lamb, like
Yeah.
or mouton or
A sheep.
a sheep, like a little bit like you know the legs of those are a little different. So
Oh,
like
yeah,
when
yeah,
they
yeah.
stand up, but there's like super furry and they're super tall, and sometimes like they have a big skull face, like a horse face.
Yeah, the skull
So
face
like they're
comes back a
super
lot.
creepy and ugly. Like you could search it up. I think we're probably gonna put a picture
Oh,
like
it's gonna
on
be so
the
nice.
YouTube
So
thing.
beautiful.
But it's nasty, you know.
Yeah, but
Okay.
there's
here we
actually
go.
3 versions of those. There's the basic one we just talked about.
Yeah.
Okay,
With-
so they just eat people when they cross paths. Or
Yeah.
do they
Yeah.
like come out at night or?
Yeah, basically they're around the woods. They're mostly in the woods.
Yeah.
And the more things they eat, the bigger they get.
Yeah.
And the bigger they get, the hungrier they get.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's why they're like super dangerous because
Yeah.
they just
Oh,
eat and then they're more and more
Oh.
hungry and then they you know.
So
Yeah.
like the fatter the meat, the like
Yeah, the
not-
more they want to eat.
the
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So they get bigger and bigger. The bigger they get, the
Oh my
more they
God.
The
want
bigger
eat.
it is, the
So
more
they're
you want to
gonna
run, you know?
Yeah.
They want to eat like the big bodybuilders.
Yeah, they do.
So
They should attack gym. We should put them around the gym.
around
you know?
the gyms.
Protect us, put them in the gym. Alright, sorry.
Anyways.
So those one are often mistook as trees. Apparently, like you think it's a tree, you're gonna near
I
it
could
and
see
it's gonna
why.
eat you.
Yeah, I could
That's
see
nice.
why, yeah.
Yeah. But there was also the one that turns into a Wendigo. So
Yeah.
those are like
Oh.
human Wendigo.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
basically how it goes is that you're human, you eat flesh in the wood, like human flesh, become a cannibalist.
Yeah, basically you do cannibalism.
Yeah. So then you turn into a Wendigo. The more you do it, the closer you get from the Wendigo, the human Wendigo style, which is basically a thinner version of the Wendigo with smaller antlers, and it's pale, like you can almost see its organ pales.
Dang.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nasty.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you become
I would be more afraid of that. I would like, damn, a zombie, you know?
Yeah,
Like, dang,
it's
I'm
closer
dead.
to a zombie
because
actually.
because do you become a animal kind of? Do you-
Yeah, they
Yeah.
lost
The
all sense
antlers.
of being human.
No, yeah, like they eat so much. Like it's mostly like this version that I saw
Yeah.
was mostly like people get lost in like super like thick woods and they can't
Yeah.
get out and like one in the group dies. So basically you have like to for your survival if you
You have
can't
to
find
eat it,
anything,
yeah.
if anything else you eat them and then you turn weird and then you eat so much flesh like you eat like, I don't know the whole body and then you're like weird and
Yeah.
Wendigoni, you know Wendigoni. Yeah.
So, so the thing with those human-like Wendigos
Mhm.
is that they're always cursed with hunger. So no matter how much they eat, they can never have a full stomach.
Mm.
So,
So-
basically, they're similar to the others in that
Yeah.
way. Okay.
So the common theme with Wendigos is that they always get hungry. They're against famine and mostly cannibalism. So it's the
And
theme.
they eat flesh.
So they
Yeah.
never are. They're always like starving.
Yeah.
There's a illness that like humans have that.
Yeah, you feel
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you're always but like you can eat anything because you're constantly hungry. There was an episode in Grey's Anatomy that there was
Oh,
a
yeah.
dude with that.
Anyways,
I watched him. No, but like he ate like paper clips and like a
My God.
knife and like
A
you
knife?
like it's dangerous because you can eat anything. At one point, you're so hungry that like you can eat so much dangerous thing and that like they cut your stomach open and it's super dangerous.
My
It's
God.
like a really dangerous thing. But they don't eat flesh, you know. Like when they go can
No,
survive on
I
flesh.
call it. It's
They eat
Wendigo.
like metal and random shit. Like it's super
My God.
dangerous. Yeah.
But there's
Continue.
also
Like-
the Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
but no, but like Wendigos are the same then.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
like when
mostly.
like humans will eat anything, Wendigos will not eat like metals and
Yeah,
Oh,
they
well,
will-
like that's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
they will.
No, they
no,
eat, they eat
like,
flesh.
Yeah, they eat flesh.
Oh,
They
they
only
only
eat
eat
flesh.
Yeah.
So when you said things, you said
Ah,
alive things.
alive
Yeah,
things, yeah.
no, like they are hungry for like flesh. They're not gonna eat like wood,
Okay.
like or they wouldn't be so scary because they would just like eat trees. I
Yeah,
guess.
it's
Trees.
basically a beaver.
Yeah, that's why they're like don't grow as much because they're so hungry because they wait for people, like they find
Yeah.
people.
Okay,
But if
they should've
there is
find
no
people.
human, there's nothing to eat.
Oh, does
Well,
it show why you've never heard about Wendigos?
I
I'm
love
not a true
Wendigos
Canadian.
too.
So sorry, guys. Anyways, you were saying.
All right. So the third version of the Wendigo, it's basically a spirit. So there's no physical form for them. They're only haunting people. So basically, they're gonna possess mostly people in situation of trauma. Like you just lost a member of your family or something like that. They're
So-
gonna possess you.
and what they're gonna do, like make you eat people, or
Yeah, that's
They
the
do?
thing. They make you like really, really slowly going crazy. Crazy at some point that at the end their goal is to make you eat people.
But
Yeah.
do like
That's fun.
do you become a Wendigo after being possessed?
No, you stay in human form, but you
You're, like,
have like the
crazy.
hunger of a Wendigo.
What
Yeah,
the-
it's called the Wendigo fever. It's an actual thing, and yeah, like
Ew.
most of the people get that when they wake up in the middle of the night and they're naked in the middle of the wood.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that happened to me so often.
Yeah,
you know?
like
every
every
weekend,
Sunday.
you know, every weekend, so often.
Yeah,
I
but
wake up naked
But
in the
okay, but
woods.
for my personal opinion, I would. That's the like worst thing that could happen. Like you turn you're
Oh, no,
you're
no,
not
they're gonna
human
get
anymore, so
worse.
okay, or like you get eaten by a beast. R.I.P.
Okay,
You know,
yeah.
but like you turn
Dead.
crazy and it's so
Yeah.
long. Like no way, like
No.
no fucking way. I don't want that.
Oh,
Nay,
I
nay.
agree. Like you stay in your form and you're like eating people. Like that's
You're
the-
so crazy. You don't know
Yeah.
what you're doing. Like dang, no thanks.
Yeah, I would not want that.
Nay,
third
nay.
one. Not for me.
yeah, but that's not even the worst thing.
Oh.
It happened before in 1978.
Hey,
Yeah,
wait,
in
what?
Alberta. Yeah. So the guy
Sorry.
called it Wendigo fever.
Fever.
Fever, yeah.
Fever? Huh?
Of course, like oh, I'm crazy. I'm gonna eat people. I'm a Wendigo. You know.
Yeah. So basically, what happened?
You know
is
what
like,
I mean?
Like, is it for covering up like cannibalism?
Yeah,
or-
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. You know.
but it fits like what is supposed to happen. So,
Okay, go on.
So basically, it was a really harsh winter. I said it was in 1978. Right?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
in 1978.
yeah. So it was a big family.
Mhm.
The youngest son died.
Oh, poor.
He died because of the harsh winter.
Yeah, they died so much back then because the
Yeah.
winter was so bad. Sorry.
Yeah. So many days later, they found the father, the man,
Mhm.
who have eaten all the rest of the family. So yeah,
So
The
like,
father?
but like, did
Your
they?
father
But like,
went
okay, wait. I have a
crazy.
question before you say
Yeah.
the father went crazy. Did they eat the son because they didn't have any food,
yeah,
and then later
Oh.
he ate the
That
rest of
was
his
where-
family?
that was.
Oh my god.
That's where I was going.
He
So
got a taste for blood,
that's-
for
yeah.
flesh.
Like,
So basically, that's another way to get Wendigo fever without turning into Wendigo yet.
Oh my
Damn,
god.
It
would
was like
never-
in the early stages of
For
their
real,
name.
like yo, I'm gonna turn
Imagine
into a
this.
Wendigo,
No,
madame.
But like,
Can't
imagine,
Yeah.
just imagine your son dies because of a harsh winter, and you're like, damn, I'm gonna eat that ass.
No, but, like it was so bad back then because
Yeah.
if you didn't store like enough food, you would
I
just
know.
die. Like you died
Yeah,
of the cold or you died of starving. Like I don't want to. No, but they ate their son.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I was the mom, I would be. I'm gonna eat your leg, man. I don't care you're alive. Like I'm not eating my son.
No, exactly. I would starve. I don't know.
So what happened? There were 5 other kids. So
And
it's like
5.
yeah. So it was like it's either we all eat that dead kid or all of my 5 other kids that were dead.
Yeah.
So it was 1 dead or 6 dead.
Yeah,
no, but like
rough
I can
choice.
understand that.
But-
Sadly,
Anyway, kill them all.
Yeah, he killed them all in the end.
Okay, but he
so-
ate them all. Like,
He ate them all. He ate the
Did he
5
eat the
kids
wife?
and the woman. Oh yeah,
the
his
wife.
wife.
So moral of
Okay,
the
sorry, I
story,
need to-
don't eat that ass.
Yes. If you eat
Okay,
that ass, you're
but,
gonna eat all the
like
ass.
he went crazy in like a week. Like a
Yeah,
week
about a
later,
week.
he was all cray and he was killing people.
Yeah, about a week later.
Dang. Crazy people. I
Damn.
swear to God.
Yeah.
Men for real. Just kidding. Men nowadays, they eat their son.
They eat their son. It's not nowadays, it's in
Yeah.
1978.
The worst case is that he confessed. He was like, yeah, I'm kind of...
A cannibal now.
Yeah, I'm kind of possessed. It
Yeah.
would be good if you could kill me
Okay,
because I
but-
kill like my whole family.
Back in the days, you could legit just say, "Oh, I'm a wish, I want to die," and like they
Yeah.
would hang you up. So you know what I mean? Like you said,
we
you
need
were
to talk about
possessed, and they were like
Salem.
demons. Like
Yeah.
it was so much.
Yeah.
There was so much like
I'm pretty sure-
religion and everything
Yeah.
that you could literally just say, "Oh, it was a demon," and they would like believe you, and they would like I don't know more treat you than they would
I
treat
don't know.
every other one. People,
Like,
every other people.
if you were a man, they'd probably send you to the hospital. But if you were a woman,
You would be dead, and then they like that. They
Fucking
wouldn't
dead.
even. You would be like, "I'm haunted." They would be like, "Boom!"
Yeah.
No question asked.
Yeah.
Shoot first, ask like later.
Ouija that thing, like, where you Wendigo, man?
Were you? Were you? You sure?
But that also happened in 1807.
1807.
Yeah, it's...
Hey, they like the way they goes. I don't know.
Yeah, but that's the other way around. Two brothers thought that their village was full of Wendigos, so they killed the whole village.
They killed the whole village.
Like,
Because they thought
There
people
were Wendigos,
Yeah.
but they were the Wendigos. Pom,
yeah,
pom, pom.
so they were like, yeah, there's Wendigo fever back at my home turf, so I'm gonna kill them all.
But how did they kill a whole goddamn village?
They were the healer of the village, so people were like, hey, I don't feel so good, so we're like, hey, come into my tent, I will kill you.
They were the healers and they killed
Yeah.
people.
They were
That's
basically-
still that's no
I think they
country.
were, honestly,
Yeah.
I don't think it was a Wendigo case. I think it
No,
was a
it-
cray case.
Yeah.
it was
They
two
were
brothers.
the Wendigos.
Yeah, there were two brothers, and they were...
But they didn't eat them though,
Yeah.
so they couldn't
They-
have been Wendigo, you know.
No, they weren't Wendigo, they thought the other people were Wendigo.
Yo, that's
Yeah,
what I'm
I
saying. No,
know,
but I
but
would have
like-
said like maybe like the example they were possessed by
Yeah.
Wendigo. They could have been like, oh, other people are Wendigos. Like I'm thinking as a Wendigo. Okay.
Yeah. I'm a
Other people, yeah, like I'm gonna kill all my village and I'm gonna eat them and I'm gonna grow or whatever. But they didn't eat them, so it was just literally
Yeah,
their
just
brain that was
people-
fucked up, you know?
They were like, hey, look at this
Man,
buffet.
I swear.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's a buffet. But
But
yeah, so that's the two most famous case I found about Wendigos.
There's
so
others.
That's the two I found.
Of course, there's other case.
Yeah.
But it's so easy to like say like I'm like some people are really have mental issues and that's a
Yeah.
little bit like okay this was back in the days but it's so easy to say like oh I'm crazy you know I'm not gonna start on that subject because it could be a long one
Yeah, we
but
could
Yeah.
talk about Salem
Yeah.
if we want. That could be fun.
oh that could be fun I love
Yeah.
Salem
Fun episode.
yeah
I think next episode we're touching on the Queen Mary.
yeah
Oh, I'm very excited for this story because it's one of my first like stories that really got
Yeah.
me into like paranormal ghost stories. So like the haunted places, and it's like the first time that I really experienced like it was on I saw a video, and it's the first time I experienced like a paranormal experience, and I was like, that looks real.
Yeah.
That looks
you
real.
Felt it real? Alright.
Oh,
So
yeah. But
we're-
there's so much videos that like you watch. Like I watched so much of BuzzFeed Unsolved, you know.
Oh,
And there was a
yeah.
season it was paranormal, and I think they went to the Queen Mary. I think I'm
they
not sure.
went to the Queen
I think,
Mary.
and you watch that, and they're like talking to them, and you're like, I want that device, bro.
Yeah.
Like I want that thing.
The
I want to
thing
talk
talk
to
to
the
ghosts.
ghost.
Yeah.
You
I
know.
talk to ghosts.
I want to talk to ghosts. Like Ouija is fun, but you know, I forgot to say goodbye once, and now I'm probably haunted. But you know, a device is better for that. You don't get haunted.
You don't have to say goodbye, you don't have to be three people on the triangle.
You know,
Oh, yeah,
because
yeah.
one person you get like possessed or I don't know,
Yeah.
like it's so much better. It just go like static and you get some
Mathilde,
people.
did you say your son died? Damn, I'm gonna eat that ass. Zach, I said
so
that.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought.
Get your quotes right.
I said that.
You have
Get
one
your
job.
shit
I know,
right.
I made a mistake.
Oh my god.
You have
Mathilde
one
is
job.
like writing
have
down
one
quotes
job.
we said throughout like the episode, and she wrote, "Your son dies." Damn, I'm gonna eat that ass. But the
Listen,
thing is,
Yeah, that's a good one though.
I know I'm the funny one, but she gets some sometimes, okay?
I'm the funny one. Yeah.
yeah, okay.
We have to have at least one funny person, like in the group, just in case.
Yeah.
So, if you liked this episode, we have an Instagram. We keep you posted. We'll probably post some pictures of this episode so you can go look. We have probably going to have a Twitter soon. I don't know if it's done yet.
No, I did not
No.
know you wanted a
I don't
Twitter.
go
That
with the
did
Twitter,
not
yeah.
happen. Yeah.
Okay,
That's
so
yours.
I'm gonna
Take
do
the
the Twitter.
Twitter.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it later.
Okay,
today.
so
But,
a Twitter, we're gonna do a Twitter. You can go see the updates, see the tweets we post, the Instagram, our YouTube channel as well. If you come from the YouTube, don't forget to go subscribe to us on Apple Music or Spotify.
Yeah, or just on YouTube. You know that works too.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
subscribe to
There's a-
YouTube. That works.
Everything, everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere
You
you-
love us.
Yeah, yeah. So don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell for more information.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com. Right?
Where today we
Rate the 10 ass to eat.
oh wow.
Number 1, your dead son.
Oh, that's so bad. Oh no. All right. Well, I guess go subscribe to Watch Mojo. I don't know.
Anyway, so if you did like it, leave us a comment if you're on YouTube and
And then
go
like
subscribe.
and comment.
Also, next week's episode is going to be Queen Mary. As I said,
Yeah.
it's going to be a timeline, so we'll talk about all the events. We might have another guest with us. She'll introduce herself.
Yeah.
And yeah, so if you're interested in everything, and if you're interested in our stories and how we communicate,
I'll
just
talk.
yeah, just stick around. It's gonna be a fun ride, and we have a lot planned: paranormal, true crime, Reddit
Oh,
stories,
I'm so hyped for true crimes.
Yeah,
oh my god.
scary movies based on true stories.
Yeah.
So
that's
We're
all.
gonna we're gonna turn around a lot of the horror stuff because that's what interests us. But we're also gonna talk about like what's the word, Illuminati? You know.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
like Illuminati and like
conspiracy theories.
Yeah, conspiracies. We're
and, like,
also gonna
Men
talk-
in Black. Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
we
Men in
might-
Black
that's
too, yeah.
so good.
So we
Yeah.
might talk about like a lot of stuff. Also, if you want us to talk about something, you can leave it in the comments, and we might you might
Yeah.
give us an awesome idea, and we'll do
Well,
that for you.
Of course.
No.
What was I gonna say?
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yes. Okay, I had
Oh,
just
sorry.
one
My
thing.
bad.
We're down there. What you
One
doing?
thing. We might also do mini episodes once a month. They are going to be approximately 20 minutes, maybe 15, depending. We'll
Yeah.
talk about our favorite movies, movie reviews, musical review, depending on the day.
Basically.
Yeah,
reviews.
so it might be music, might be movies, might be comics, might be books. I don't know. So
And
It's a
some
month of
things might
comments.
come, like some of them might connect with what we talked
Yeah,
about. Like there's some
exactly.
movie about stairs and all, but we could talk about that in our mini episode.
Yeah.
So it was great to have you guys today. It was great to see you guys today.
yeah, so good to see you.
Yeah.
I hope to see you on our next episode. And yeah,
That's
it's-
pretty much it. Bye
Yeah,
guys.
that's all.
Bye.
So-